Welcome, excuse me. Welcome to Watching with Styles. Hope everybody's having a good day. I had to postpone this first half breakdown because of Slar's celebration of life. So here we are. If you're watching the NBA draft like I am, I have it on my TV up above. Just turn on mute. You can watch this breakdown and see the picks coming in. Cleveland's next. It's interesting, man. This last week was interesting. I was on Dick Gabriel's show a little while ago, and I tried to explain that the defense to me didn't play well, but not as poorly as advertised, in my opinion. They didn't play well, but not as bad. I think some of the issues where they were playing a lot of young linebackers because Square wasn't healthy. And we had some issues in the back half, which is never a good thing. Never good to have an issue in the back half. Like I said on the Gabriel show that we don't have a Josh Allen that's a dude that teams game plan for. We have a lot of good players, but we don't have a dude. And because of that, all 11 players have to play within the scheme and not outside the scheme and do their own thing. Or not execute. Everybody has to hold on to that rope. When we had Josh Allen, maybe a guy could let go of the rope, and Josh had enough abilities to make up for it. Well, everybody has to hold on to that rope now. And last year we executed well. This year I think we have some inexperience and some youthfulness at the linebacker in the back half. So with all that said, let's get into this film. All right. Now for me, this first play to me set the tone of how the offense will play. With all the emotions going on with the tribute to Slar and with them taking the later game, and then be able to come out and do this said a lot about the leadership of this offensive line and where their level of focus was. Remember, this is the first play, all right? Now, I've been preaching this for right now the last 2 years. I want you to take a look at Drake Jackson. This defensive lineman is in a one technique, which means he's between the center and the guard. All right. I'm not sure. I can't remember who's this offensive lineman because we had some injuries on the offensive line. So, I want you to watch that combo block. Now they combo this nose guard. All right. Now what you want is for that center to swing his hips to gain some leverage on this guy to create a hole. I want you to watch what Drake does. He slams him down. Now, he hasn't got leverage yet. He slams him down, allowing the guard to get to the next level. See that? Now I want you to see backside. Backside with Landon. Not sure who the other offensive lineman is. Combo. Now he's able. Landon swings his hips. Now he's able to get to this linebacker. Now you can't see this. That's why end zone cut is always nice. There is a healthy opening right there. You don't, for a running back, you see daylight. This is the daylight you see. It looks tiny here, but you see nothing but green grass right here. Drake just decleats this defensive line. This guy whose legs are like this, that's the nose guard that was lying inside eye of Drake. He body slams him. I'm glad they didn't call a hole because we have been getting some cheap calls. He dumps him down. We get to the linebacker. Now we got a crease. This is on the first play after all that emotional tribute. This says a lot, man. That says a lot. Now we come. I want to show you something if I can see it here. Show you something early. I want you to look at Terry's elbow right there. Look at that. It's high. Look at the high elbow. Just remember that. High elbow. You guys can just FY, you guys can hit me up on Twitter, Periscope, or you can hit me up on YouTube. I've got all of them up. I'm able to watch it. If you have any questions, comments, just let it fly and I will try to answer all of them. Elbow up. Makes a great throw. Remember early in the season we had issues blocking the corners on these bubble screens? No issue. Great block by Dale. That off week did us some good. Plus, these guys helped us out with getting some confidence. There's nothing wrong with being the most athletic team on the field. Sometimes these guys need a little bit of confidence that can help them the next week. This team gave our offense some confidence. We should be able to carry that through to Bama, and we should be able to let it fly. Now, this is something that I like to see. We had a lot of, I'm going to call it old school 21 alignment or grouping with AJ and C-Rod and one tight end. That's why you go 21. 2 backs, 1 tight end. If you go 12, that's 1 back with 2 tight ends. 21 is 2 backs with 1 tight end. So I like how this becomes more of a true option concept possibly because we can read the zone read. Then if he pulls it, we got a pitch man. Or we have a lead blocker. This is what I want you to see. A much better job with the receivers holding blocks, similar to what we did last year. Offense, and I was a little more fearful the offense not playing as well as the defense. The offense really came focused. And like I've said before, lack of focus breeds lack of energy, which equals lack of effort. The offense didn't have that at all. They had great focus, which gave them the energy and the effort that they showed last Saturday. That gave us, I just want to let you know, that got us almost 10 extra yards. Just that one block. It's not, it has to be a devastating block. Just getting away. Now we can cut up. That's about 10 extra yards. Watch. 5, 10 yards. Watch these blocks, man. Watch. These guys, that offensive line came out with I'm telling you, they came out with a lot of intensity. Watch that. Watch Kennard just launch that defensive tackle across the formation. Man, they came with it. They came with a little extra juice. Now, this is the difference. As a wide receiver, it is much easier when you don't have elite speed to have a guy play off man to allow you to get into your route. It's just an easier thing. You don't have to defeat this guy at the line of scrimmage. You can stem, you can set him up because he's off the ball. Even though he can squat, you can still get that separation is just natural now. You don't have to create your own separation. It's just a natural separation. And that's huge. That's huge. And that's why, for me, we were a little more successful in a passing game against Vandy than we have been other games this year. The cornerback had to respect him going deep, and that allowed that throw. That's big. That won't happen this week. Bama's going to play a lot of press man. We got to win one-on-one battles. That's just period. Because Bama is going to, I promise you, they're going to try to stop the run first. They're going to commit guys to this run game. We have to find a way on the perimeter to win one-on-one battles. Now, this is their best defensive lineman. And I don't understand what happened. Why did Landon just let him go? We pulled the guard. Now we should be stepping down because we got the tight end helping with protection. And we let him go. I don't know if Landon didn't know. I think this is a blown. I think he thought he still had his guard here. And we let their best defensive lineman. Luckily, we got a little piece right here by C-Rod that allowed Terry to escape. Now, I want to show you something else. Difference from, I guess, 2 weeks ago now. Huh? I want you to watch Terry's eyes. His helmet doesn't drop. Remember a couple of weeks ago, we had Gatewood head drop. His head stays down the field the whole time. Stays down the field. Stays down the field. Doesn't drop it. Even though he's been pressured. He's still looking, scanning the field, trying to find someone. That's huge. Now, eventually, he's got to say, okay, well, I just got to go. Let me get the first down. You can see it even better here. Just watch his head. See that? It doesn't drop. Stays upfield. Stays down the field. He's trying to find someone. He's thinking about throwing it here, but that's too risky. Now, I would have thrown it. But I understand his thought process. He knows I can get the first down on my own, but I would have tried it. Or maybe he had a guy on the outside. Another formation with the two backs. I really like this 21 formation, this grouping. Now we run a true triple option. Zone read, triple option. First option, mesh. He crashed, we pull. Second option is I can pitch it. Third option is I keep it. All right? Now, two ways you can do it. We ran the sprint option a lot when I played in high school. Sprint option, little triple option sometimes. One thing you do is you can pop it. You can fake that pitch. Get him to take a false step this way. Now that widens your gap. You just fake that fake pop, that fake hand, fake the pitch, then you keep it. But this is not, I like this. I like this ability. I like the ability to, we add this to the repertoire. This is nice. Plus we get two of our all running backs, 2 of the 3 on the field. He pulled it. This guy's trash. Second read. Fake that pitch. Now, if he wanted to, I don't know if we run enough. He could pitch this thing right now. Once he sees this guy's shoulders turn, he can pitch it. Now we out the gate. But that takes a lot of practice, though. It takes a lot of confidence. You gotta be confident to be able to do that. And we're just dominating, man. I think Terry only had 1 punt during his possessions. I think they scored on every one but one. Look at that. Good kick out. We got this thing sealed. Boom. Nice. 5-yard gain. Now we're in the red zone. Again, another call run. Because if it wasn't, Terry could have pulled that. Now this is what happens when you have just ran it. Is we get this linebacker to take a couple steps forward and leave this void. They in straight man. In this situation, Rigg is a better athlete than their guy. But this guy also missed a little help to make Terry elevate the ball over his head. But since we've been running it down their throat, he's got to respect this alley. And when he respects it, takes those 2 steps forward, now it's ball game. Because now Rigg is just a better athlete than their guy. And all the other, and they're playing man. So they got DBs over here, DB there, linebacker on the tight end. Right over the top. That's a great ass pass. See, he just took a step forward, now it's ball game. Now, this is just the hardest thing to do. It's when you're blitzing. Like, it's hard to tell people, and this is, people will be shocked when I say this. Like on this, like even receivers, you don't ever run 100% your max speed until you have to. Because when you're running max speed, you're out of control. You got to come to this thing under control with the idea of contain, but under control with the ability to fall back. When you're coming as fast as Corker was coming, it's hard to adjust. If you see it, he's coming full speed. It's hard to adjust. You got to come a little bit under control, a little bit more under control, because that's the perfect call. Now we got to do a better job up front, but that's the perfect call. This is just a thing that happened this week. We were slow with reaction. This is an obvious run. The linemen are downfield. This is an obvious run. We are too slow with reacting. And it just happened all game. This is perfect by Jordan Wright. Slide down. Keep your shoulders level in case he tries to pop it. You can change direction better than if your shoulders are turning and you're trying to crash down. Now you can crash. To me, if you look at this, Vanderbilt's creating another line of scrimmage. Okay? But the problem is they're double teaming 2 guys. And I think this is just what their game plan. We're going to take out Pascal and we're going to take out Q as much as we can. But I want you to see the head of these linemen. They're looking to chip, to come off. Remember the first play where, can't remember, the guard was blocking with Drake and then he pulled off. He went to the linebacker. They're not coming off because our linebackers are still too far. They're not. In college, you got to attack your hole. That's his gap. That's his gap. Everybody pulls their own part of the rope. Pull their own part of the rope. You can't wait like you did in high school. You got to come. If Bembry comes, it will force this offensive lineman to come off of Pascal and block him. It'll come off of him, and block you, which then will allow Pascal to defeat this guy, whom he has a little leverage on. Same thing here. If Jamin came, it would have forced this lineman to come off and block him, which then Q has the leverage on the center. But since we don't, we got two big-ass bodies on one, they are going to probably win the majority of those battles 2-on-1. If you're 2-on-1, I'm fine being a defensive lineman taking up 2 blocks. But your ass better make a tackle. If you're not making a tackle, now I'm pissed that I'm taking on 2 blockers and nothing's happening. I'm trusting that you will allow me to take up these 2 blocks and make some tackles. Period. We didn't do it. We're standing tall. We are going backwards. When the linemen are downfield, why are we going backwards? To me, and I guarantee you it's coached, because this is just this is simple football. You read the uncovered lineman. This guy's uncovered. And it's usually the guard. Does that look like a pass or does it look like a run? That's low hat. It's a run. Now that's frustrating. I understand what Q was saying, that this is the most he's been double teamed. It wasn't because they were scheming it, it's because we were slow in reacting from the linebacker position. In my opinion. That doesn't mean I'm right. This is not my defense. I didn't install it. But they were ultra slow this week. So, in my humble opinion, I think these guys were just slow. They were slow in reacting. They were not reading run pass quick enough, and it became a problem. All right? Unless they are just saying, we're going to let one guy crash the party and one guy's going to play for RPOs. Maybe that wasn't a part of the option. Maybe they see Vandy run a lot of RPOs. We're going to leave one guy in the middle for any of these quick in routes for RPOs. Because if they ran an RPO this way, he would look for this guy, and if he comes up, he's going to throw something in the voided space that he gave up. That's the only thing I can think of, because this is a run and we're bagging up. Another thing. Vito's a young kid. He's a freshman. When you have contained, you stay contained. You don't dip your nose. You don't dip your nose in here just to see. No. We got guys in there. You stay here. I don't know what the word is, with peeking, got us in trouble. He should be coming right here. He should be right here, right now, right on the line of scrimmage. He sees this guy coming, now he can take his knees off, create a pile, so make the running back bounce. Because he can't take him up high. He's going to have to come hard, take that offensive tackle legs off from under him, and then we can work. But you can't. This is not I want you to understand the reason why he can't, right? We already got guys in there. I think this is Bembry's coming in that hole. That's his gap. We don't need another guy in that gap. We don't need 2 guys in the same hole. All right? He comes in. That's his gap. You stay here. Force it back in to all. Everybody's got their gap. You here. Take on that. Try to create a wall. And make this guy either turn it up or bounce. And if he bounce, we should have enough speed to come up and rally. We cannot be high school peeking, trying to make a tackle. See, that's the one thing. You can't hunt tackles in college. You can't. You can't hunt unless the hunt is in your gap. Now, if someone comes, now you hunting in your gap, but you can't hunt in other people's forests. You got to hunt in yours. Yours is contained. You stay your butt out here and let them come to you. That's too much, man. This is what I'm saying, that the defense didn't play as poorly as it looks. It's just we have to play our responsibility all the time. All the time. We cannot. That's when someone says people doing their own thing. It's not like they're being, to me, it's not always a selfish thing. Like, oh, I'm selfishly gonna do this because I want to. No, it's doing your own thing when you don't do what you're coached to do. Gap discipline is everything in college, and definitely on the next level. Gap discipline. Gap discipline and fits. You got to fit with your other teammate like y'all are on a rope. That's the only way you can win on defense, when you don't have that dude. A dude that can wreak havoc just by himself. When you need all 11 guys to hold on to the rope, you need all 11 guys to hold on to the rope. It really is just that simple. Same thing. Our eyes light up as DBs when we blitz. You got to blitz a little bit more under control. Good job, though. See, now this one, Jamin's not late. I like his depth. Bam, good. Now we got to go backwards. Way to stick your head in there, Joseph. We got to come. The ball is handed off. We got to come. Good job, Joseph. Great get off by Q. Everybody's in their gap. He sees blue jerseys. Now he's got to bounce. Now we got a secondary. It's got to be part of his run game. Good. Great running by Bembry. I'm going to say this. Eccles did a lot better job on these bubble screens coming up and attacking than we've done earlier. Now he's making him turn. He can't come here. They want to come here to create natural space between everybody else. But because he just negated that, he made it easier for Bembry to make this tackle. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, I had someone's printing at my printer, and it created a little hiccup. So, big job by Eccles, turning into Bembry. Bembry does a good job of running to the football. Now we can get off the field. We got off the field. Now it creates some cushion, I guess you want to say. Again, this is why I'm just pointing this out. People are saying, oh, well, was it more aggressive? Was the play call? No, it was really this simple. Vandy playing off man allows you to get into your routes a lot easier. It also makes the quarterback a little more confident, because if you see your guys can't get off of one-on-one coverage because it's tighter windows, because this guy's closer to you, and if you can't beat one-on-one, it makes your passes tougher. When you read zone, you read a little confidence because you know your receivers can find holes. honestly, that's really what, to me, that's really what it was. Ooh, that is so close, man. That is so close to being out the gate. And this is simple. They ran a little twist stunt and they twisted right into it. Here, and they twisted right into it. But watch how close it is. See right there, he twists. That one guy, dude. If he doesn't get it, that might be 6. This guy right there is really, really good player. Just show his ability. This is a guy who knows football. They block down. He squeezes with them. He squeezes it. He doesn't try to do anything. He just squeezes. Sees the block coming. Defeat the block. Because for one reason, we didn't pull tight. But he knows what's coming. When they block down, when they don't block you, something is coming. He feels it, defeats the block, disrupts that whole play. You can see it here. Kennard blocks down. He knows something's coming. He sees the pulling guard. He's like, whoa, nope, not getting me, not today. Great job. Close formation, 3 receivers over here. I would really like to see our receivers give the ref the hand move to make sure he's off the ball. All I gotta do is bring this arm, face it backwards, and show the ref, make sure they see him as off the ball. Good enough route. If you want to be nitpicky, Terry has to throw it maybe a hair sooner, and that allow him to turn up, but you also have to read the coverage. Dude, this, I'm telling you, if you want to watch Vandy, watch number 10. This guy is a beast. And all that happens is we got the guard dips his head, ducks his head down, and now he just moves around him. Dude, that's great running by C-Rod. You can see it here. What's the Dotson? I don't remember the other guard, but you can see his head dip. He swims it, and now it's ball game. He almost made this play by himself. We got it hemmed up. That number 10, man. He flashes all game. Great job stepping in the pocket. We didn't try to escape. This is huge, man. It doesn't seem like a lot. We didn't try to escape out. We stepped up in the pocket. Our tackles, both tackles. This is a guard. He pulled. They blocked the defense in around the horn. Terry helped him out by changing the launch point. Stepped up. Not the best pass, but he got us a PI. Now, this is the thing. It's easy for anyone to say, well, he should have thrown him across the field. Now, in theory, this is what knowing defenses and formation and how defense reacts to formation. All right. If this was a closed formation, I mean, if let's say Riggs was on the line of scrimmage and this receiver was over here, and it's a closed formation, which means the corner only has to respect the tight end, which means if you run a backside post, this corner possibly could sneak and intercept it. But with the formation that we're running and the routes that we're running, you should know that the backside all the way over here is open. Just because formationally in the routes you're running, no one is going to be back there. If he would have led him across the field because he's running away from him, if you can see it, kind of be tough, but he's running away from him. He leads him this way. It could be 6. But you know that you have to know what your formation is. This is when, like I tweeted this out earlier today, is you have to have answers. You have to treat this like a test. You have to have answers to the test. So you know right now, if I want to throw the post, that's highly unlikely that a backside corner is going to be able to run under it, just because of the formation and the route combination we run. Now, if it's a closed formation, then you have to say, okay, if I want that post, I might have to look for that backside corner because he might get under that route and pick it off. That's what I mean by you have to have answers before. When I get that snap call, when I get the play, I'm going through my thought. I'm going through the thought process. What if this happened? What if that happened? If this guy do this, I go to 2. If they got 2, then I go to 3. And it's got to be instant. When you're thinking about it and it becomes second nature, it's quick, but you have to have the answer to the question before the ball is snapped. You can't wait. That guy again. Whew. Man, he causes havoc. I mean, let's say, watch. We don't block him because we pull. Right? You hope he goes this way, but he doesn't. He follows the pulling lineman. That's perfect technique. He's following him. Luckily, Terry Harris is just a better athlete. Now it's ball game. But damn, that number 10 is elite, man. That guy is really, really good. I mean, you can see it. We're intentionally not blocking him because we're trying to get more guys on this outside, right? We're trying to get guys, we're trying to get an advantage over here. So we're going to leave him alone because we're hoping he reads the eye candy. We're hoping he reads this eye candy. He's not reading the eye candy. He's reading his responsibility, these linemen. You read through the lineman. Lineman pulls. This is, to him, this doesn't make sense. Because if they pulling this way, he ain't going to throw it here. He's reading his keys. His keys are pulling lineman. I'm squeezing. Now he said, oh, they squeeze. Now I've squeezed enough. Now I can look in the backfield and see what happened. Oh, he got the ball. Let me go get him. He just a little bit, just couldn't grab him. That's good play by him. And that's good blocking by us. Now we're up 14-0. Now we got to put the damn hammer down defensively. I didn't show this earlier. So earlier we played Bembry. Now we're playing Derek Jackson, a true freshman. This is why, to me, we didn't play as well. We are slanting. You need to come down a little tighter. This is just little stuff. A little bit tighter. A little bit tighter. See how he's too eager? All you want to do is get to the line of scrimmage. Because now, if you make him bounce, look who's unblocked. Jamin should be able to, if he bounce, to come here and then you trail if you can't make the tackle. But we come up too aggressively, and now we create a hole when we should have been right there. Remember how that number 10, squeeze? We should be squeezing. The hole is moving. The hole is moving. We got to move with the hole. They fell forward almost the entire game. That's not normal for us. Got to hold our water. And that's a freaking hole. They missed, I don't know how many holes. But these, to me, are obvious. Like, What are you looking at? You looking here. Watch how he pulls Jackson's arm. The block is fine there. Block is fine. Now, that's a hole. How is he blocking him behind him? Explain this to me. How can you block somebody from behind when his shoulders are facing away from you? Now, if Derek Jackson was facing him, his helmet was facing him, now he's getting handled. But it's not. It's not. This is a hole. That is a definition of a freaking hole. I'm sorry. This is glitching a little bit. I'm going to play a fast motion just so you can see it. That's a hole. It's like, come on, man. Good get off by Q. Better by Jamin. A little better, but we still see that Powell still moving forward? Powell's moving forward. Just not that sense of urgency, man. The urgency. The urgency is lacking. We got to be coming. Got to be coming to your gap. Go. This is your gap. Jackson's gap. Got to be here. We got to get downhill. Unless he's not coached to go downhill. I don't know. But we can't be letting the pile move forward. That's interesting that we slammed that way and still didn't get there. Oh, jeez. This is a play that pisses me off as a DB. And yes, he made the tackle. And yes, people are going to say whatever they want to say. All right. I don't know if they're in man or zone. It doesn't really matter. We are keen on this guy, right? If no one comes outside, we're keen on that guy. Corners got to be willing to be just as physical as a safety in the run game. You got to play with 11. Can't play with 9. We got to be, these two corners, got to be involved in the running game just like their safeties. Because when this happens, and this is field replace, I'm going to see, and I'm going to show you something. This is Asian. He has this gap right here between, I think that's Pascal and Wright. Wright has contained because I don't know 100%, but I'm 99% sure he has contained just because of how he keeps that outside arm free. So if that's the case, Asian has that gap, which is technically C, D gap, C, whatever, because that's A, B, C. I'm going to say C gap. All right. Me as a corner, I have to know what his gap is, just in case my guy comes and cracks him. Because now I have to take his responsibility. If his responsibility is C gap and this guy cracks him, now my responsibility becomes C gap. That's what we call field replace. He's filling the C gap. He's getting blocked. I'm replacing him in the C gap. So right now, we should not be outside because we do not have contain. He has contain. All right? You need to take responsibility for his gap. Asian he took at least one step forward. He read lineman. He's reading run. It's 3rd and 2. He reads run. He's downhill now, which when I play corner, now I'm happy because now I identified it's run. And the running back is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5 yards from the line of scrimmage. If Eccles was here, all you have to do is just come screaming downhill. He does not need to go outside. See, this is what he does not need to go outside because Wright is fighting for outside. That's why I know he has contained, because he's fighting tooth and nail to stay outside. He's fighting to set an edge. He set the edge. Now, Pascal got washed a little bit, so now as a DB, now you just feel right there. Asian did a great job. He declared crack right away. Now it's your responsibility as corner to field. And that's too late. Now they get a first down. That's the little things. That's what I mean by everyone has to hold on to the same rope. Everyone. Everyone has to do their responsibility. That little thing right there just hurt us a little bit. Because one guy, not say he played it poorly, but he didn't play it well enough. Problem. Now they convert on third down, and now we're still on the field. Ooh. Don't tell me this is going to do this to me. I think I'm about to lose my... No, I didn't. All right. Yeah, I am. All right. Some days that software works well. Some days it doesn't. I can't explain when it's going to work well and when it's not. But I'm going to harp on that one rope there. We gotta find a way to pull on the same rope. And not on the same rope, we got to pull at the same time. Because that's the only thing that hurts this defense. Is when not everyone's holding to the rope and not everybody's not pulling together. We're not that good to not be pulling together. You got to be pulling together all the time. And that's what hurts this defense sometimes. That's why I say they're consistently inconsistent. Because we don't pull at the same time. Pass rush discipline. Pass lanes. We got to keep pushing. Pascal came out his pass lane that left that gap open. Good tackle by Asian, though. Jeez. Good reaction by linebackers. Good linebacker getting depth. This is something we're going to have to do this week. Because, man, Alabama they stretch the field and they have the receivers that can stretch the field pretty fast. We need that. We need depth. Make Mac Jones throw it over your head to give the safety enough time to react and maybe get a hit to draw the ball loose. All right. We need to get depth. Eyes on quarterback. This is awesome. He doesn't come up too soon. Now we react. Great. They only got 3 yards. That's how you play zone. Good. Good job. See, this is the stuff that makes me upset. We show that we can handle. This is part of this play doesn't make me upset, but this is what I want to understand. We show that we are able to handle stuff. We need to handle it all the time. When you have shown you can do it, that means you can do it all the time. This is great coverage. This is great coverage. Everything. Great pressure. Now we're in 3rd and 7. Now we got to get off the field. Now, this was unfortunate. Got a little face mask here. Gave him 15 free yards. Unfortunate, but that happens. But I will say this: if Boogie just keeps his outside leverage and doesn't, this is what I want you to see. This is a good clip. All right, let's go a little further back. Okay, Boogie has contained. Boogie has contained. He's done a great job. He's keeping his left arm free. Okay, Jamin is going to flow to this hole. Just want you to see. Jamin is going to flow to that hole. We shouldn't be looking inside because we got to trust our brother that he's going to be where he's supposed to be. Just because he looked outside, he dipped his eyes inside when he has contained. Now the running back out leverage him, and now that makes him reach. Just imagine he was already out there. If he would have stayed outside, maybe we don't get this flag. See, that's the little things. That's the little things. And when you have contained, you make sure you keep contained. Don't be dipping your head inside. Hold your contain until that running back declares inside. Then you can try to make a play inside. But do your job. Not to say that was poorly played, but that's just the inches. Now this I'm okay. I can't. This shit pisses me the fuck off as a defensive back. Now, I'm gonna just show you what the hell this is. All right, just gonna show you real quick. All right, they in 12 formation, one back, two tight ends. So that's what we call 12. So just for you to, so this is one back, two tight ends. That's two tight ends, right? So it's 12. That's why I call it 12, okay? They're running. Now I'm going to get really elementary right now. I'm going to just count the players. They got one. I'm not going to. That's 5 offensive linemen always. 6, 7, 8, 9. Guess how many people in a route? 2. Guess how many DBs we have? 5. 5 fucking DBs. This guy runs the simple post corner. Let me see if I can get it. I don't have a whiteboard. You know what? I'm going to bring out the whiteboard just for this because I'm so livid right now. Let's see if I can get the whiteboard to work. So right now, is my pen going to work? So right now, this is the formation that they have. They have a receiver here and they have a receiver here. They have a tight. When I play, the DBs scream tight, because he might come across. They have a quarterback and they have a back. All right. These guys block. This guy block. This running back blocks. This guy runs here. This guy runs. Oops. And that guy runs the deep. The reason why I know that because I can look at the guy with the dreadlocks and see what happens. This guy runs across. 2-man route. Nothing fancy about this 2-man route. Nothing that's revolutionary about this 2-man route. Nothing. Simple 2-man route, man. I don't understand how we can't defend that. This whiteboard's not working. Okay? Simple 2-man route. I want you to see it. You can see feet. See this guy here? That's the guy who's going to come under. This is the guy with the dreadlocks who's going to catch the ball. See, that's the guy here. That's the guy with the dreadlocks. All he did was ran over. How many DBs you see in the screen? How many DBs do you see? You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not funny, but it's funny. 5 DBs, 2 receivers. Now, just for your information, I can't definitively say what happened, but I can only guess. When I see this guy under the route, means that this corner over here has deep third. But what had happened was he saw this guy come across and he bit. Instead of staying back, because we got this guy covered, he's underneath him. If you are here and he tries to throw to him, you have more than ample enough time to come up and either deplete him or make the interception. I'm guessing this is the culprit. And I'm going to guess again because now these guys are not like, they're like, what the hell happened? Well, we missed a guy who's underneath coverage. Oh, and this, I'm watching, now this is the first time I've really paid attention. Corker does, this is perfection. Now I know it's 3 deep because he's playing robber. He steps up. He's like, oops, no run. He immediately tried to find a cross route in the middle. Watch his head. Immediately, he's looking. He's going to run under that. Oh my God, that's perfect. He's in perfect position. Under the over route. That's an over route. Over route means just coming over the formation. Now we got a guy. Why are you worried about him? When the guy who was on your freaking side is the one that ran the post corner. Why are you going to bite up on that? And I'm just, I'm hot right now. This is why I know it's him. Okay? Because this corner was on the other side of the field. Because remember, this guy ran over. This guy, the dreadlock guy, was a guy who was lined up on that side of the line of scrimmage. So how was he close to him? When he was on the other side of down formation. Blown coverage. Gave them life. Ridiculous. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is the best angle. Watch the line work. Watch the line work. Great seal by Upshaw. We double and we're gonna go to the linebacker. Double, chipped him, and we ragdolling these defensive linemen. We ragdoll him. Knocked him across the formation. Get to the second level to the linebacker. Great seal by Upshaw. Out the gate. That's good work, man. Good play side work. I want you guys to understand before you get all elated that, oh, the game was called differently. No, we have tried this. It's easy to call this when this guy is off the line of scrimmage and you know that he can at least get 5 yards. That's easy pitch and catch when he's off the ball and you know he can beat that guy off the line of scrimmage. Again, I asked how many plays. This is another play where Rose and C-Rod's on the field together. I think this is going to be huge for us this week. I think we can run some things out of this. Is making Alabama game plan against another grouping and another formation. Look at that hole, man. Look. Any one of y'all watching can run through that hole. Do you see that hole? Do you see that hole? Any one of us can run through that hole. Drake does a good job, as always, clearing away, chipping. He's getting to the next level. We seal, next level, out the gate. Jeez, I could have ran through that hole. Better from this angle. See that? they take themselves out of play because I think they're doing some type of twist. Or I don't know why he expanded. He made the hole even bigger when we already had a big hole. He didn't get touched until right there. It was like 20 yards down the field. Good throw. Let's see if I can. It's nice to see Epps back on this field. If you can see, I want you to see the elbow. Elbows right up. See the elbows up? Elbows up. See if I get it. Elbows up. We're going to show a little later where the elbow drops just a hair. Right now, the elbow, that arm is here. Later in the game, you're going to see that thing get to about here. And that promotes high balls. Elbows up, great throw. Get 8 cheap yards. This is a game where it proves we have better athletes than Vandy. This is just period. We have better athletes than Vandy. We out athlete them on offense. Too bad defensively, we just was losing some. This is a nice backside switch route. Well, switch rate release. 2 tight ends, and all that happened is Riggs pressed here, and Upshaw came inside. That's all it is. But this is what really calls the play. Watch the linebackers. Watch the line. Watch, he knew I got to defeat him to get in this, because if not, I'm going to get blocked. And because he did that, now it's ball game. Because all you got is a corner. Safety's over there. He can't get under. Look, he's running. He's trying to get there. He can't get under it. That's on him. That's a DB. But the zone action caused him. I don't know if you can see him here. You can't see. He comes up, and now he's chasing. He's like, oh, shit, I messed up. That was all because of the zone read action. See, this is why I like. People don't understand how good this guy really is. Right? He has a gap. He reads where he's going. He's coming now. He's not going to say, oh, well, I think he's going to go out here and then deviate outside. No. Handle your gap first. Handle his gap now. He can't come this way now. When running backs, they recolor. Nope, not going to go there. I'm going to come here. And we should have all these gaps filled. And we do. And that's why they only got 2 yards. Just can't get pushed off the ball. Gibson got annihilated. Gotta get lower. Gotta get lower. Gotta get lower. Because that's his gap. Or what's it that? That's his gap. It's a good job by that DB coming up. I'm not sure that's Asian or Porker. Oh, how did I miss this whole play? This is good work, Jamin. Good work by Boogie, too. I don't know if we're doing a twist. Because you stuck your nose in there and Hoskins getting pushed off. See now, but this is what I'm gonna just. This is when, like I said earlier, as a defensive lineman, I don't mind taking 2 blocks, but your ass better make a tackle. Hoskins taking 2 blocks. Jamin is running with nobody's blocking him. He's free. 54 came off late. You're free. You gotta make this tackle. You have to. Because you don't have anybody on your legs. Hoskins made that because he took the combo block. Run a little twist. Good job by Jordan Wright. Now this is tough. Because they run a receiver through the zone for this linebacker. So he's got to wait. This safety, or this nickelback, I'm saying, he should be a little bit tighter, but he's got to respect that route. But we should have eyes on quarterback. Eyes on quarterback. We should be coming. We got to make this tackle. We should be a little bit closer, but we should make this. We got to make this tackle. You got to make that tackle. We got to make that tackle. This is how I felt during the game. Stoops is pissed because people are just not doing their job, man. It's simple as do your job. Do the shit that you're coached to do. It's really just that simple. Now, some of that, we was playing young players. But some of that was not a young player. We got to do a better job. You really do. You got to do a better job. Again, we just slow, man. We just slow. Q is being doubled so much because linebackers are not forcing the offensive lineman to get off of them. They're just not. And that's why we getting oozed somewhat in this game. We would get demolished against Bama if we do this. Now we come with a run blitz. This one we got to make. I don't care what you say. This is the one we have to make. We have to make this one. Asian does everything right. I mean, he's in position. He's doing his job. But for some reason, he read this ball wrong. Oh, man, I just saw this. This is sick. Who shot? Who shot? Who shot? That's probably Joseph. Who shot Joseph? Oh, goodness. But Asian does everything. He's in position. He reads the ball poorly. This is an interception. You don't get too many of these as a DB. You don't get too many of these just handed to you. But for some reason, he read the ball wrong. Now, this is unacceptable. Now, this is twofold. And I'm going to say this, not being on the field. All right? Vanderbilt had big receivers. I like big receivers. I like big receivers because that means I'm not fearful of them beating me deep. I'm really comfortable playing a big receiver. Now, maybe because I was also a big corner. These guys are probably smaller than me. I was 6 feet, over 185. So I could handle a big receiver. I smile because now I'm not fearful of you running by me. So that's one problem. The other problem is if you're playing outside technique, fine. But you got to squeeze them to your help, which is in the deep middle. You got to squeeze them. We're not squeezing. We're off. We beat now. You got to do a better job. It's 3rd and 7. This is go time. This is go time. This is when you eat. You have a really good idea. They about to pass this thing. Now we got to eat. We're not eating. We're not eating. The toughest thing is for corners to focus every play because you don't know when it's coming. This guy is not better than Joseph. I'm just telling you this point blank. He's a much better athlete than this guy. We can't let this happen. Not on 3rd and 7. Come on. Now, I'm a nitpick. Now, Boogie's he reads pass. He's got to drop deeper. But that's still on the corner. I'm going to say it because that's his job. He doesn't do a poor job, but he's got to run. He can't backpedal because he's not a great pedaler. You got to turn, quarter turn, and run to your spot. Just like Jordan Wright does. He runs to a spot. Dude, that is unacceptable. 3rd and 7, you got to get off the field. Jeez. I'm going to run through some of this because it's getting kind of late. I want to keep you guys too long. Word to the wise. When you come here, you just got to take that guy's knees out. You can't squat on him. You just got to dive right into his knees. You dive into an offensive lineman knees enough, next time he's gonna think about this when he's coming for you. You can't squat though. But that's good though. He took up a blocker. That's good. He took up a blocker. I'll take that, but we got to know football and what happens when this happens. Remember when number 10 on Vandy, the same thing. If you're here and this guy doesn't block you, there's a reason why he's leaving you unblocked. Somebody, if they're going to run it, somebody is coming to block you. It is point of attack. They are not going to leave you unblocked unless they zone reading you or someone's coming at you. Someone's coming. You got to be ready. Just got to be ready. Second and 8. So we won that down. We just got to. What are we reading? Pulling. We got to come. We got to squeeze this. Squeeze. Boogie's got to squeeze. Boogie's got to squeeze. Not that. He's got to make that hole smaller. Now that hole is big. Now we're a little late. And now they just got us out blocked. We got a lot of young guys in this game, though. I want people to understand. We play a lot of young guys. A lot. I think that's Devonshire 36. Oh, man. Sometimes I wonder if we understand down in distance. And we call a blitz. Great. Then we got two guys in the same gap. I wonder why. I guess because Phil. Hey, they just won now. I'm not going to complain. Linebackers need to be a little faster, but they just won that. I'm going to give them that win. They falling forward too much. This is a hole. This is another hole. Watch them hole Bohanna. Now, you will say, many people will say, well, it's not a big deal because you stopped. No. That's 10 yards. It'll be third and 11. That's a hole. He'd impede the progress of a player right there. That's a hole. And there's 2 guys back here that missed that. That's a hole. There's no way. That's a hole. Now, this is another play that pisses me the fuck off. Miscommunication. Now, I think it's zone. No. Let me scratch that. I fucking know it's zone. This is how I know it's zone. All right? If it was man, and this is another thing, before we get to that point, we need to, as a defense, be able to identify formations. This is an unbalanced line. Reason why it's unbalanced? Because this guy's off the line of scrimmage. You got to have 7 guys on the line of scrimmage on every play. You got 5 offensive linemen, 6, 7. This guy's covered. As a secondary, we had cause to know that this guy is not going out. So this guy's covered. He's ineligible. All right. Now, if you don't know it then, when this guy goes in motion where there's nobody out there, for him to be off the line of scrimmage, and the only guy out there means that there's 2 guys on the line of scrimmage this way. So then you know it's unbalanced, all right? That's the first thing defense has to identify. Second thing, the reason why I know it's zone is because when that guy goes in motion, Eccles doesn't follow. So he stays out here, which to me means it's zone. So if it's zone, it's definitely zone because now that corner goes back out and not one of the linebackers. Linebacker guards running backs. They cover running backs. So when Echo goes out now, I know it's zone. So they only got 3. They got 3 guys that go out into coverage against 3 DBs. This is perfect for us. But I want you to watch. Not only all they run. Let's see if I can do the whiteboard again. Let's see how this works. Bear with me. Let me see if I can clear it out to how do you clear canvas? All right. So all they had that 5 linemen, right? They had a tight end here. They had a here. And they had a receiver here, quarterback. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? They motioned this guy down. All he did, he ran to the back pylon. He ran a curl route, and he ran that. That is the simplest route that you can run. And we had 3 DBs over there. Joseph covered this, which is perfect. I think this was Asian. Should have gone with this guy when he crossed his face. And we had Corker, who should have been right here for that. That is the zone coverage because I think this guy rolled out, which means the zone rolls. That's why he would come out with the tight end. It's really that simple. Somehow, some way, we didn't do that well. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. 2 guys are open. He rolled out, which rolls the coverage. I'm going to show you. 7 is open because no one's guarding him. And now we basically had almost 3 guys bubbling him. Because this guy's open and really that guy was open. And this lineman is down the field, which should be technically, nope, 1, 2. That's almost ineligible man downfield. If you really want to call it, because he might be ineligible. That's That's 3 yards, man. I just noticed that. That's 3 yards. It's really that simple. You got a corner who should be the deep. You got a safety. When that guy rolled out, he should roll with him. And once he ran into number 7, he should have locked on. And we should have had this defeated easily because we had enough people over there. Damn. Whew. It won't be this easy this Saturday. I just want you to see. Now, Drake one-on-one. This guy looks like to be inside eye. He's head up, but it looks like he's shading closer to the bottom of the screen. Watch how Drake snaps the ball and then swivels in front. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Now his ass is all on the sideline. And got that seal. Landon washed this guy down. Look at that. Any of us could have ran through that. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, he tried to stiff arm him too. Good combo block. Get to the linebacker. But watch Drake. Let's see it. Nope, he's actually more head up. But watch him swing his hips. God, that is textbook. We get to the linebacker. Now he can't come over the top. Look at that, man. That's a center who's now basically over where the tackle was. I don't understand. I understand people say he's small, but God, man, if you cannot tell me that he doesn't play on Sunday, maybe I'm biased. I like how we trying to get Josh Ali the ball. I like Smoke going balls out to get a block. I love it. Good vision. I like that. That's the way. That's the way to try to get those extra yards. Get lower that hit. Bam. Nice. I likes it. Oh my goodness. This is 6. This is so my thing is I always say I don't like when you have to scheme guys open. Well, damn. If you scheme something, we got to make this throw. We got to make that throw. We got, that's 7. And it's been 28-14. See if you can see the elbow. See the elbow's not as high as earlier? See the elbow's not as high as earlier? That's what caused the high ball. Everything else is really good. It's just centimeters or an inch. And it'll make that ball go up a little higher. He didn't miss him by much. But he missed him enough. I like the way he's reading play side. Then he comes backside. You know he's got a guy over here. Elbow just not as high. Damn, that's close. Oh, look like I'm about to lose the screen again, though. Let's see when it goes down. All right, we only got a little bit left, and I'll finish it. We're almost done. We're almost done, y'all. You got about, I'm going to try to do it in 3 minutes because we got, this field goal. So let me get it back queued up fast as I can. But that was close, man. We're there. We're there. I like to see us, the teams we should beat, we doing what we supposed to take care of them. That's what I like. Looks like software is having issues today. I can't even. I'm gonna try one more time. If it bogs down on me again, we're just gonna call it night. And there's only, I think, like 3 more plays left anyway. I think so. Not that big a deal. I think at the end, if I don't get to it, I would have liked to have called a timeout earlier. I understand why we held it, because we wanted to, just in case we needed for a field goal. Okay. Oh, that's after all the damn penalties. Okay. Here we go. So that was the miss. This is the play right after the missed touchdown, which we should have had. Now this is that next play, a little high. Good block by Smoke. Give us some time. And we had that backside guy open. Well, I guess they call that the chop block. Now, this is on, who is 85? I don't know all these guys know. He went too far in. He should have stopped right there. You want to catch and go upfield. He traveled too much into all that junk. You want to catch it about right here and then go that way. He ran himself right into the tackle. Plus, they got us on hold. Now, we're trying to get some of these yards back. We got that accomplished. And then this is why you don't freaking play. But I'm going to say this. I forgot about this. I don't understand what, if Rose not supposed to block? Because he just let this guy come screaming. Right there. But this is why you don't run man on 3rd and 26. No one's looking at the quarterback. We went from out of field goal range. I don't understand why Rose didn't see him coming. Now, this is another one. Vanderbilt coach, I am pissed. I called the perfect flip, and you don't make the tackle. That's ball game. You can't spy with big number 92. Oh my goodness. Everybody's man. You got a spy here. And everybody's head is gone. Now, this is what I want to show. This is how you play coverage off man in college. Watch what this guy does. The ball is like right here. He's going to backpedal. He's going to settle about 15, 12 yards. Watch. He's coming forward. He wants to engage him, knock him off his route. See that? That's how you can play in college. You can't do that in the pros, but you can do that in college. That's the advantage of being able to make contact with a receiver anywhere down the field. You can sit on stuff as long as you know you can jam them. And that's why you don't play man. Now these next plays are pretty simple, but I just play them through since we're almost done. We got to get out of bounds. This affects our ability to run a couple more plays. Now, Terry's just got to throw it. You see, now we can't elongate plays because we run against the clock. Just throw the ball out of bounds. We just lost about 6 seconds trying to do too much. Now, this is a smart play by Rose getting out of bounds. But we just got to do a better job of situational football. That's not coaching. That's the players knowing what to do. I guarantee you we do situational coaching. All right, guys. That's an hour and a half. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll meet again on Friday for the second half. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Finish watching this NBA draft. And I will see you guys on Friday.